Hello and welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we're going to be grinding some regular speed ranked, and that's because I think we're currently in bronze, so we could really do with getting some more of those ranked rewards. And I think we will be playing a ton of Rush a little bit later on this month when we do get the new mini box, we do get our new character, and we will also be getting the GR Festival, which does look to be quite fun. So we're going to try and get our speed stuff out of the way now, and we did really enjoy playing a ton of speed during the KC Cup. We did manage to get all the way up to dual level max, so we did get all of our gem rewards from that, which was quite nice. As for right now, Grand Harrier has redeemed choose game mat and choose game sleeves and has opted for least favorite mat, least favorite sleeves. I've been having a look through, and there's actually not a lot in here I don't like. I think my two least favorite is this, what's this, Mission Circuit Ghost 1, and Mission Circuit Yusei 3. I think these are actually my two least favorite mats, and I don't know which one I like less. Like, I think maybe Mission Circuit, because who in their right mind is using this mat, right? I mean, what redeeming qualities does this mat have? It's a specific Duel Links event, and it's just a nothing event where you just get stuff for playing. So I think we are going to go with this. And then for our sleeves, we were, again, having a flick through. And I think my least favorite sleeves are all next to each other. And that is the Mech Lord sleeve, because who likes Mech Lords? Let's be honest. The low res Volcano, I think this actually has a bit of meme potential, but I think it does just look really terrible. And then once again, our three 5Ds Mechlord duelists from the future. Not my favorite characters from 5Ds, but they're all a bit naff. So it's definitely a toss-up between these three. I don't know which one I actually like the least. I think maybe it'll be the Duelist Kingdom Volcano. Because, I mean, was there even a volcano in Duelist Kingdom? I mean, there was, but, like, it was never a thing, right? So I think we will go with that, unless Harry, you have any strong opinions, and you'd rather dictate which one we take. But either way, we'll be rocking these on our Fluffal Orcus deck. Volcano because the others are themed with Yusei. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I like that. That is another thing I was trying to do. I was trying to avoid having anything that was, we want all decks. Yeah, trying to avoid anything that matched as well, because obviously if it matches, it looks so much better. It's weird as well. I thought I'd have a lot more sleeves and mats that I didn't like, but lo and behold, we actually do quite like them a lot. We're going to be rocking the same list that we've been playing, because we have somewhat got on our head around how this deck works. So we are going to give this a go. We might swap it up later on, but for now, we are just going to jump into some speed with this deck. Interestingly as well, we did see today, we got some more leaks over at Duel Links Meta for some of the new skills for Rush, which are looking very interesting. We saw one that was pretty expected in being able to turn a level 4 Light Fiend into a level 5. I think everyone kind of saw that coming. But just being able to get off the Royal Rebel effects even easier seems really good. Oh, Blue Eyes Dimension. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So we activate... I think we always just orchestrate a return first, right? Just need to get this engraved, see what we get. We kind of want to discard that as well. Bear does get us a summon. Does get us a second summon on Sheep. What is our end board looking like? Realistically, we have to get this to grave. So I think we will start out just with Toy Vendor here. I do need to get a second Orcus monster in grave because the one we have in there is Symbol Skeleton. Oh, what's going on? I think it's curious that we'll be getting a campaign for Rush, which might be really good. Opportunity to give away limit 1 interaction cards, like maybe a Legend Trap. Yeah, I think if we do get a Legend Trap, well, there's game 1, I guess. If we do get a Legend Trap, I would be expecting it to be Trap Hole. I don't think there's a better option for that. One thing that was very weird in the physical Rush release was they released I want to say they released Mirror Force at almost the exact same time they released Sakuretsu Armor. Now, I think they were next to each other. I can't remember which one came out first. Mirror Force came out with the dual disc toy, you know, that you strap to your wrist and you can put your actual cards in. So that was a thing. And then when they released a bunch of decks, like starter decks, they also introduced, with each starter deck, you'd get a random legend card, and one of those cards was Sakuretsu Armor. And then, a little while after that, they released Widespread Ruin. So I think what they'll probably do on Duel Links is do those in a completely different order. Probably have Sakuretsu and Widespread first. What's going on today? Why are all the speed players forfeiting? Is it the sleeves? Are they looking at our sleeves and being like, I can't mess with this guy. He's got volcano sleeves. I'd like to actually play the game a little bit, you know? We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can play the game next time. I suppose at the end of the day, we are trying to just get the gems. So this does get us what we're trying to get to. So that's neat. Oh, it's Pegasus. Is this going to be Toonvitation? This is one thing I noticed as well playing KC Cup. Obviously, we played it very late. Oh, life point boost alpha. That means this could literally be anything. Oh, you're right, I am. How dare you take this up? Gold tips. Da, 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 da. There we go, that's better. Oh, it's because I maximized the window. I had it minimized. So when I was looking at OBS before, it was minimized. Therefore, it was minimized on OBS. I thought I had hidden the window, but me being a silly Billy. Alright, so we're against Tenyi. We haven't played a ton against Tenyi. I've played a little bit against Tenyi on Master Duel, but I'm not super familiar with it on Duel Links. So we'll have to see what actually happens here. Alright, Shaman. This was the annoying one, right? Discard a card, target one monster, give a special summon it. Can't activate effects monsters. When an attack is declared involving your face-up effect monster, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Yeah, that was the annoying effect. Although that shouldn't matter too much with the way that I play. But he gets a negate. Oh no, he's not going to get a negate. He's just summoning out Berserker. Activates Ashina. Straight into Vishuda. Are we going to make like a crystal wing or something? Or have we locked ourselves into something? I think we might be locked into worms at this point. Again, I forget how this works exactly. When your player activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish it. Okay, that's fine. That means we can still activate and resolve a monster effect. We just cannot... thingy it. We cannot have our monster stick. Which is fine, because we can just summon out, like... Tiger. So if you want to banish the dog, feel free. Did they just announce Legend Compulse? Yes, they have. Wait. Oh, is this not once per turn? You can only use each effect. Oh, it is once per turn. In which case, you've just thrown that away, right? Okay. Well, let's see how far we can take this. Activate Bear. Grab out Toy Vendor. Activate Vendor. Use Vendor. Discard Nightmare. That's really good for us. Doesn't matter if we lock ourselves into Dark at this point. We don't have a way to trigger that. Which means... I mean, we could just pop off, right? Do whatever we want at this stage. Right, we'll activate Nightmare. Sure, we'll give an attack boost to you. Why not? And then to the graveyard, we will send... Actually, it has to be Harp Horror, doesn't it? Because we're going to use Harp Horror. Summon out Simple Skeleton. Then we can activate Sabers. Pop this on top. He has no cards in hand, but I really need this to resolve, so... Go 1, 2. Go straight into Galatea. Activate Galatea. We will go ahead and throw you back in. Go back Babel. Maybe in retrospect then we shouldn't have done that. We could have kept the Nightmare used thingy and got 2 more draws. So if I use that to bring that back, I can go into a Link 3. I can get rid of this and then Link over it, or Xyz over it. That seems so bad. I could do clear his board by doing that though, so I think that is probably worth it. So we'll use Symbol Skeleton, bring back Harp Horror. Go into Longirsu, activate Longirsu, put both of these back, send you to grave, go into Dingirsu, send this to grave, then just get it for 26. There was probably a better way I could have done that, but that was the best I could come up with. Yeah, Legend Compulse is pretty good because compulsory evacuation device. So whenever any of the maximum pieces get sent anywhere, they all go together. So for example, we already have Riser, the Storm Monarch, and if you Riser a maximum, all 3 pieces get sent to the top of your deck. So Compulse would put all 3 back in your hand. Which is, it's interesting, because it's going to be really good against fusions, right? The big, like, problematic fusion monster that has been for a while is Seven's Geas. And what's annoying about Seven's Geas is it's basically an OTK machine, right? You just summon it, and then you try and kill your opponent. You get double attack. It can gain a crap ton of attack. And if you have an equipped spell called Grace Spear, you can give it piercing. So the main issue is we want cards that counter that, and we did just get a card in the latest set that do counter that, and Compulsory Evacuation Device is another card that does counter that. But what a lot of players have done when trying to, like, min-max... Oh, this hand is pretty yikes. When trying to min-max that deck is they have started including copies of Jinzo and either Monster Reborn, so that if they... Because the deck is a turbo mill deck. So if they mill their Jinzo, they Monster Reborn it back, or they started playing Heavy Storm, which means you'll just storm the board before you do your Fusion Summon. Which, it's basically just guarantees the OTK, right? It's exactly the same as, you know, back in the day when people would do, like, Stein OTK. Assault Wyvern. It's got a about. Okay. Or is this just a nothing? This looks like a nothing. Guess we'll just go Vendor here. This hand is really awkward. I think we always just summon Dog here. And we'll get the effect of Toy Vendor. So we always go Wings. And I think we always go Sabers. We can then activate our skill. Send Sabers, send Chain. We can normal, or I mean we can do both, right? We always special summon. We always activate the effect. We always put this back. We always take that chain. I think our normal has got to be Wings here. We then... I think this is fine, right? Although... We'll have 1 summon after that. That'll just be him. We'll get 2 draws. But that doesn't guarantee we'll get another body. So I think... Then again, if we don't have access to a thing, it doesn't matter anyway. I think for now we do just go into this then. We'll go 1 and We straight up don't have another Fluffal, do we? So it has to be this now, which is a little bit awkward. But with this way, we get a discard for if we draw a Orcust monster, which is kind of what we're digging for. Now, the big negative is if we draw out Frightfur Fusion, which is right there. Ugh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. We've got like every non-Orcust card available to us. I mean, we always just activate this, right? We'll just see if we can get rid of this. It's not going to go off, but... what are we going to have in the end here? We're only going to have 2 Fluffals in Grave, which is super awkward. We can't even get another one into Grave. I mean, we can still probably just win the game, unless he's got Kiteroid. So I guess we will just go for that. Joey Wheeler's pick is now in the game. Yeah, I mean, Joey Wheeler's been in the game for ages. This is the Dark Side of Dimensions version, so the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. Is there any reason to not go for this? I think we will. I don't know if there is something he can do to counter this. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, that's one thing I didn't do as well. I could have brought back and got an extra link. But that, again, shouldn't matter. I'm pretty sure we just win here anyway, right? He's got nothing unless he's got, like, Kiteroid. Okay, yeah, we're fine. But yeah, that's Joey from Dark Side of Dimension, which is they introduced as a world, which was a bit of a weird decision, right? Because it's just a movie, and they kind of gave it like a whole world. But in the end, I think it worked out. Although it does mean we get such interesting playable characters as Scud. And now we have regular Joey. Alright, we're going to see if we can deny Joey his rank up. That's a hand. We're against Tenyi again. I suppose Tenyi's quite a low rarity deck, right? Or just a lot of the main deck is. What's that monk? Has the Vishuda. Brings that out in defense. Go into Shaman? Then can use that effect. Discard the summon. Discarded the Dragon Circle. Bounce card from the graveyard, take one tiny card from your deck to your hand. Okay. Then we go into Berserker. Berserker back row. Okay. That is arguably the best card we could have drawn. I think we always edge and persist first, because we really don't want to draw out the chain. Then we drop Return. I think we send Nightmare here, right? Because we can still just use our normal summon on that. Bear is a bit of a weird card here. I think we do use Bear. We can send one of these to grave. Tenyi can be very powerful for how cheap it is. Yeah, I would imagine so. Tenyi is just a really cool deck. So we'll activate and send Symbol Skeleton to grave here. Okay, we do get our Toy Vendor effect. This does potentially give us a new normal summon, which is probably just going to be the dog here. If we take Wings, there's not really anything we can do off of it outside of... I guess we could summon Link off. That's going to be better than Dog. Although if we Dog, we can get to Sheep. I think we'll do the Dog-Sheep combo. I think I prefer it. So summon Dog, activate Dog, grab back Ooh, what we got? Right, we'll grab our sheep here. I'm not really sure what back row he's going to be having at the moment. I can't really remember the Tenyi back row. Right, we'll use sheep. Put dog back in hand. Go ahead and summon out chain. Here, I think I'm okay to just go Phoenix. And then see what he's got. At the very least, it forces out the back row. Nightmare Phoenix, activate the effect. We will send, I guess, Horror. And then we will use Chain. Get a nice chain block there. Add our Frightful Fusion. Pop the back row. Draw the card. Surprise. Oh, you cannot flip it down because it's a Link monster. Where do we go from here? Is this just... We just have everything we need. I mean, I guess there's no reason to not use this. Put that back. Then just go for... I guess we can just go for anything at this point, right? We're going to send it to grave either way. We'll go 1, 2. Summon out the big boy. We'll then go Nightmare. Boost our attack. Send that to grave. Harp Horror. Summon this out. We'll then just use this, why not? At this point, I don't think it really matters. Just go 1, 2. Summon out Galatea. No reason to use Galatea because we already have thingy in our hand. Actually, we could have put that on top of our deck and searched it out. That would have been better. Get out Dingirsu. Dingirsu sends this. And then I'm certain he has nothing, but we're still going to drop this just in case. Just in case there's something I've overlooked. We'll just put an extra 6,000 damage on board, just in case. And it looks fine. Nice. Oh! Man, playing this deck is so much fun. I really enjoy it. And it might be as well just because Rush has been a bit dry on Duel Links. Like, don't get me wrong, I love playing Rush, but after going back and playing physical Rush, it's been a little bit more interactive, let's say. So now that I'm back to speed and again playing another more interactive format, it's a lot more engaging. Oh, it's Kaiba. Is this going to be Blue Eyes Dimension? Right, we're both on a rank up game. Yeah, Blue Eyes Dimension. We're going first, which is not terrible, but not necessarily great either. It kind of depends where this goes. Normal dog. Dog, I think, has to get bear. We always activate bear. Question becomes, are we... Because again, the main issue we have is we do not have access to any... any Orcus card. Which is a little bit tricky. I think either way we always summon this out. We always activate sheep. We always put this back in hand. We always bring back Edgem Chain. Then here I think we Toy Vendor. Pitch the dog. Discard the Toy Vendor. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. Because we've already used our normal. I mean, I kind of want wings. No, I think here we just take dog. So I can still go into a Link 3, but like, to what end? I don't think there is a reason. I can get out a third defense monster, which might be worth it against Blue Eyes. The only problem is it cost me a card from my hand. I think I just have to pass on this. As awkward as it is. This is not a very strong board whatsoever. But, I mean, so I could have gone into the old Deco Talker, but I don't have anything to use. I won't be able to get an extra body to use as effect. I could have just randomly gone into a Link 2, but that doesn't really get me anywhere. Choose one at random. Well, I think, you know, I think he's got a Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon from that. Just an inkling. E-Spell. That is very interesting. Does that mean this guy's just like a straight, like, noob? Like, he just... Or is this like hidden tech? D-Spell is a card I used when Duel Links very first came out to specifically deal with the Harpy field spell. Okay, as an alternative. We knew he had that. So we know one of the cards in his hands are Blue Eyes. Right, now we know nothing of his hand. Oh, that Kaiba music though. Okay, so he's just going to attack. This is kind of okay then. Like, this is a very beatable board. Goodbye, sheep. Alright, skeleton is a weird one. I guess we just always return here. So wings has no value anymore because we have lost both of our toy vendors. Our normal summon then always has to be dog. Bear, unfortunately, also doesn't have any value. So we will go ahead and activate Sabers. What's in my graveyard currently? We don't have any other, it's just Symbol Skeleton. Right, again, you have no value, so it doesn't matter. We will simply go into a guy that can discard a card. That is the play. So I'll summon out Brute Enforcer. Brute Enforcer effect. Discard Orcus Nightmare. We will attempt to pop one of his monsters. He will then discard a monster to negate our effect. That's completely fine. And then we will drop the Fright for Fusion. We will go into our Tiger. There is no reason to banish more than 2. We'll just do the 2. Summon out the Tiger. Tiger effect. Not that one. Get rid of that. And we will get rid of that. Then we can activate Nightmare. Because we still don't actually have lethal damage at the moment. This is now lethal, but I guess we should... I mean, we can't play around anything, right? I think we just straight up can't. If he has Kiteroid, I don't think I can summon something that big. So I guess we just go... I should probably still... I can go into this or this. Both are fine. Guess we'll do this just to, again, try and play around as much as possible. Summon out Galatea. Use the effects. Set Babble. Activate. Throw out Symbol Skeleton as well. Sure, we'll go for this. Okay, is he going to surrender? His internet connection is dropping, but does that mean he's like closed the app? That's what I usually just associate this with. Let's see what he's got. And there it is. Okay, well, we're climbing through these low ranks quite nicely. Things are looking pretty good so far. There's Bronze 6. We don't even have Bronze 6 into Rush yet. Which I suppose is probably a good thing. Right, let's see what we're against this time. We're against Taya DSOD. Got the Holy Guard. Okay. I'm not really sure what this could... And why do I keep opening double Toy Vendor as well? What is going on with this? Alright, we summon Dog. That has to be our normal. Dog effect means we can get that to grave. But like, what does that get me? Both in grave, use that, get that. It's not very good turn 1 play. So I think it's got to be wings here. Well, then activate Vendor. Vendor effect. I think we're just going to straight send wings. That sends that. Unfortunately, that is as far as this hand goes. Unless we just randomly get another Toy Vendor off. So I guess we'll go for. I think there's only 3 cards we don't want to see here, so that's one of the 3. But we can now use Fluffal Wings to draw a couple cards. And Toy Vendor, I guess we grab Sabers. So this is the time for us to activate our skill. We'll send Sabers and Chain to Graveyard, which is right where we want them. We'll then go ahead and special summon Sheep in defense. Activate Sheep effect. We'll put Dog back in hand, and then we will bring back the Chain, ready to use its effect. Once again, we're in a situation where we can summon out Sabers, but like, to what actual end? So I think we just have to pass here. It's another weird one where we're not really seeing the Orcust half of our deck. Like, we keep finding, like, the Symbol Skeleton on his own. Unfortunately, he's kind of the Garnet that we don't want to be seeing. Okay, we're in battle phase, so I'm guessing this is as far as this is going. Right, back to our turn. Orchestrated Return would be nice if we had anything to do with it. Well, we always summon Dog. We literally don't have another normal, really. Like, we're not normal summoning Bear, are we? We'll just add Bear just to have an extra card. Then... I mean, there's no reason to not go Decode here, right? Send all of this to grave. Get out the Decode. Chain effect gets us right for Fusion. Here we can then activate Toy Vendor. We'll send Bear. That's really nice. Okay, so now we will go ahead and use Nightmare. Give a boost to our Decode. Send Harp Horror. We then activate Harp Horror. Send another Nightmare. Then we can activate the effect of Sabers. Summon that out. Then we'll go 1, 2, summon out the mighty Galatea. Activate Galatea effect. We'll go ahead and chuck that back in. Reset our return. We'll then summon out Dingirsu. Dingirsu effect will send. Ah, Valkyrie. I know next to nothing about Valkyries, but that's fine. Then we'll just drop this, just to play around Kiteroid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes Frightful Wolf. Go to battle, and we swing. And we swing. And that was all she wrote. It's weird that we've been playing against such a wide variety. Well, I suppose, alright, variety isn't the right word, because we should be playing against variety down here. But I would have expected to not be running into as many top tier decks. Obviously, that was not a top tier deck. But Tenyi is, like, not a bad deck. But, like Grand was saying earlier, it is quite a cheap deck to get a lot out of. Whereas the Blue Eyes, I guess, is also another cheap deck. So I guess it does kind of follow. We're not playing against people running, like, really expensive decks. But I would expect a Blue Eyes player who's on Blue Eyes Dimension to be able to make it out of bronze relatively simply. Like, that deck's got some teeth to it. Right, we're against Joey. We'll go in second. Things are looking okay at the moment. Okay, 2 back row. Let's see what else Joey's got for us. Will our Fluffal deck be able to break through? We do have the bear. We do have 1 toy vendor left in deck, so we can actually get its effect off, which is really nice. So we're against Black Rose by the look of it. Okay, so it just puts itself back in the hand from Graves. That's fine. Right, White Rose Dragon. Normal summoned, you can special summon, so that doesn't matter. If you control a Dragon-type monster, special summons card from your hand, discards in your graveyard, use synchro material, you can send 1 level 4 or higher plant monster from your deck to the graveyard, okay. That's not the card we wanted to draw. But we can still do stuff with this. So we always use Bear here. Now the question is, what do we want to Vendor? If we use Vendor, and we send Vendor, we can get Dog, Summon Dog. No, because that still doesn't get me what I need. So there isn't much of a reason to not use Edge and Persist here. So we'll send and send. I think we then use Toy Vendor and just straight up discard Nightmare here. Heart Horror to Graveyard's really good for us. So this basically commits us to locking, but that's also kind of fine. So we will lock ourselves into dark now. There you go, Black Rose Dragon. There's some attack points for you. So I can send this and then summon out the other one. That's probably worth it. So next up we'll activate Heart Horror. Bring this out. So he's going to compulse this, of all things. Okay. I respect it. So we can still get a special summon off. I guess for now, we'll just drop the Frightful Fusion. So we only have 2 targets for it now anyway. We use the effect of Tiger, targeting Black Rose and the set card, and see if he has anything. He did not. What was this? 11th. When the opponent's want to declares an attack. Okay, that's irrelevant to us. He gets that back to hand. That's fine. We already knew that was coming. Then, where do we want to go from here? We've already banished, so we can't do that anymore. We can get that into grave to be able to use the skeleton. Skeleton brings that back, which gets us a link 2. What does a link 2 get us, though? I mean, it gets us Dingirsu to end our turn on. I guess that's slightly better. Alright, let's do this. We'll activate Toy Vendor. Send this to grave. Draw. Can't special summon it because we're locked into darks, but we do get to keep it in our hand. We haven't normaled this turn. What? Okay. Dog can get us whatever. We'll just take wings here. Just go straight to battle and we'll just swing. I can't believe we did all of that without normal summoning. Okay. Now we just go again. Bronze 7. I forget how many ranks there were. In fact, I think when I used to grind ranked on Duel Links, I don't think there were 7 bronze ranks. Next is silver. Okay. We're almost there. We'll get 50 gems if we rank up again. You know that's what we're really after. We're after all those juicy gems. Alright, we're against Selena. So, I guess probably gonna be Lunalight. We'll have to see. Another kind of awkward hand, not gonna lie. I mean, we always summon Dog. If we just grab Bear, we get access to our Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor, though, just gets us a discard and potentially something else. This is just a link 2, which doesn't get us anywhere. Wings doesn't do anything either. I think it has to be Bear. So I'll activate Bear. And then I think we do want to use our skill here. So I really don't want to get Edge Imp Chain off this. We activate Toy Vendor, we'll activate and send Dog. Okay, that's pretty good. So we can now use Harp Horror. We will get Nightmare here. The temptation to just draw 2 off of this. It's so greedy is my major issue. So I don't think I can. I think we instead just go straight for Galatea. Go ahead and activate the effect of our Nightmare. Put the attack over here. We'll send Symbol Skeleton to grave. Activate the effect of Galatea. Pop that back. Set our Babel. Activate Babel. We'll go ahead and activate Sabers. Then we go for Longirsu. We'll activate Symbol Skeleton. Bring this back. Activate Summon Dingirsu. We'll summon out in defense. Then we'll attach the Symbol Skeleton back to it. No, we don't want to use that effect. Give me my Symbol Skeleton. And we'll pass on that. It's not the best end board, especially because I'm pretty sure this deck can just OTK us. Just because we have an attack mode monster. We'll have to see what happens. Okay. Our opponent just wants to get rewards for playing games then, I guess? I guess we'll just go straight to battle. Okay, another freebie. Guess we take them. Ah, man, this deck is just it's so satisfying to play. Even if we just spin our wheels a bunch and just our opponent forfeits, it's still just so much fun. I love going through just all the different lines, seeing the kind of boards that I can make with different hands. And then you get like you see those like combos that I'm doing with like special summon this, special summon that, fusion summon, link summon, XE summon, and then it's like, yeah, you contribute summon. You know, you contribute summon your Vorse Raider and your Battleox for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's the thing you can do. Alright, is this going to be Blue Eyes Dimension? We're expecting Blue Eyes Dimension. Peak performance. Oh, baby. What do I do with this hand? Like, what do I actually do with this hand? If I activate Bear, grab that, use the effect, discard, I can then get rid of a card and get that back. Or I can just get 2 monsters out. That seems really bad, though. I think we activate Bear. I think we need to maximize our potential cards, so we're actually going to just straight up discard Agent Sabers here. Bring this out in defense mode. The major issue I have is if I bring back Sabers, I don't have a next turn because I'll be blanking one of my draws. No, he doesn't kill me here. There's no way he kills me. He's got peak performance, right? He's only got 3 cards and extra. This guy doesn't kill me through sheep. Okay, so that's 2 back row. That's fine. That's a 3rd. And that's it. Okay. And then we drew the absolute worst card we could possibly draw here. I mean, I guess we just fire this off again, right? I mean, there's no point in keeping Babel in hand. I mean, we have a guy. How have we got, like, just the worst cards possible? I mean, I could link to pop 1 back row, or we can go into a link 3. Like, what does link 3 get us, though? Just him? God, they're so terrible. I think we're going to do it. So I'll go Sabers. Throw this away. Wait for our opponent. What is our opponent doing? Find out next time. And there it is, that's silver. Which, although silver is not a particularly high rank, it's still a milestone, and we take those. Yeah, sure, we'll post that. Why not? The game where my opponent surrendered. Alright, let's go again. Starting duel. What are we going to be against this time? It's a weird one because as we were climbing KC Cup, we kind of got used to playing against, like, not necessarily like the best of the best, but we got used to playing against meta decks. So is this going to be Two Invitation? Because Two Invitation was a very, like, funny deck. There we go, Two Invitation. I did actually lose to one of these when they just summoned out a bunch of guys and played Megamorph and just attacked me directly, and none of my cards interacted with it. Well, we have to summon Dog. We don't get a say in that. Dog has to search Bear. We use Bear effect. We get Toy Vendor. We have to use Toy Vendor. We have to send Nightmare. That's the worst card we could have sent. From here, we activate Nightmare. Give Fluffal Dog the attack. We will then send Harp Horror. Activate Harp Horror. Get out Symbol Skeleton. Link these into Galatea. I guess we always activate Galatea here. Thing is, we're making a turn 1 board, but at the same time, my hand is so crusty that I kind of just want to draw 2 more cards. But what is that actually going to get me long term? Almost certainly nothing. We'll put that back in the deck. I think we will take the bell here. Go ahead and activate that. And then, it's not the prettiest play, but I think we are just going to summon out the Dingirsu here. Oh, okay. Opponent hasn't quit. We'll grab this back. Now, if our opponent does just go Toon World, summon out Giant Toons, attack directly, we will just die, because this board does not handle people attacking us directly very well. But I think it's quite a low chance he gets all of that off. We'll have to see. You gotta love the Pegasus music though. Here comes the Toonvitation skill. Now you can activate the following effect. Twice per duel, return 1 card from your hand to the deck, add 2 more to your hand. I'm going to pay the 1,000. Now, is he on the Megamorph? And has he drawn the Megamorph? That's the question. If he has, we are just straight dead. Summons that Tooned Up Magician. That's fine. This one can't attack. Page Flip's also fine. My guess is he's going to try and access his Blackluster Soldier. Red Eyes. So those are all 3 that can attack the turn they're summoned, right? We give him 1 randomly. We summon 1 randomly. Oh, so it cannot attack the turn it's summoned. Okay, so this one's fine then. I know that the other 2, I'm pretty sure, can attack the turn they're summoned. So once per turn, you can special summon 1/2 monster from your hand, except ignoring summoning conditions. Okay, so then he summons Toon Up Magician Girl. So this card can attack the turn it's summoned. So this is just 2,000 damage. So if he has rollback, is rollback in Duel Links? If it is, I'm dead. And this guy can also attack. So yeah, I'm just dead here, right? That's just 5,000 damage. Okay, yeah, this is unfortunately a pretty bad matchup for us, because again, we don't have any way to stop him attacking directly. We don't play cards like Book of Moon. We're not playing things like Cosmic Cyclone. And it did have to get very specific for him to actually kill us through that. Because again, we were very close to him not being able to, right? He needed exactly... He used every single card in his hand to get to that stage. He did also open the Dark Magician Girl. So if he didn't see that, or if he didn't open the... I suppose because of the searching effect, maybe it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's hard to know. Hard to know. But we simply go again. Obviously against Toons, we want to be going second, because they don't have much of a turn 1 board. And our turn 1 board doesn't stop Toons very well. Grandpa's card. So we're against Exodia. Okay. How do we approach this? We activate Bear. Grab out the Vendor. Activate Vendor. So now we can either send Nightmare and get our Orcus combo going, or we send Toy Vendor, which gets us a normal summon. But then where does that normal summon go? Almost nowhere. I think we have to send Nightmare here. That is actually a very, very good draw here. So now we will simply special summon the sheep. So where do we want to go from here? We'll use Nightmare Effect. Boost the attack of whatever, it doesn't matter. We will then send Harp Horror to Grave. We'll then activate Harp Horror. And summon out Symbol Skeleton. We'll then go for the old Galatea. And we want to get both of these two in Grave. Summon out the Galatea. We will now activate Galatea. We will go ahead and throw this back in. To set a card immediately. Because we want to get our Babble. We don't want to draw it. Then we will activate the effect of Fluffal Wings. Banish it along with Bear. To draw a card. Then we would like to draw another card. Send that to Grave. Which then gets us another card. We still have it normal summoned. So I think here we will just take Dog. Next up, we normal Dog. Use Dog effect. And this is where shit gets fun. Because now we can take Sabers. Which then turns on our skill. To send Sabers and Chain. Then we'll go ahead and activate Sheep. Which will pop this back. As well as grab us back Chain. Then... see, we can go for a Link 3 if we want. Which I think we're going to do. I think we're going to send you. Yes. I would like to send you. I think we're going to send you instead. So now we'll bring out Decode Talker. Then we can activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Go over Galatea with Dingirsu. We'll then attach to Dingirsu this. So we are locked into dark, so there's not really much more we can do here. I think we just activate this and pass, right? This is looking pretty good. We could have, like, kept going, but, like, our board doesn't really get much stronger than this. Unexpected die. Okay. Summons out a piece of Exodia. That's to sacrifice it to draw 2. That's the scary thing against Exodia, is your opponent could just get lucky and just find all their pieces, and then you're just dead, and there's not really anything you can do about it. Like, I don't have any interaction to deal with any of this. Set, pass. Okay. So there's Bear. We can do quite a lot here, I guess. So we'll start with this. Go 1, 2. Summon out Phoenix. Phoenix effect. We will simply send Harp Horror. Pop the back row. Use the effect of Chain. And our opponent scoops. Nice, nice. Alright, things are looking pretty good at the moment. I do, however, need to BRB briefly. So we'll be back in a sec. And we are back. Time to keep grinding. Oh, this deck is just, I don't know, it's so much fun. I really like Orcust. I really like Fluffals. I love that I can play Fluffals in a competitive way. Like, this isn't like super top tier or anything, but it is at least competitive, and that's all I can really ask for. Okay, we have stuff we can do. Reactivate Toy Vendor, discard Nightmare. Or summon Dog. My opponent has a response. They got Effect Veiler. Mate, you want to Veiler my dog? Go for it. Okay, there's no reason to take that. We could take... There's no real reason to take Wings. Unless we guarantee we're going to hit that. There's no big reason to even take Scissors. I think we probably do just take Scissors, though. From here, we'll go ahead and activate our skill. Send Scissors, send Chain. Activate Vendor. Vendor effect. We will get rid of Nightmare. Okay, Nightmare's fine. It's obviously not the best it could have been, but it's fine. We'll give our Fluffal dog some attack points. That's totally going to matter. Then we will simply send Harp Horror. Activate Harp Horror. Activate effect. Harp Horror. Bring out our Symbol Skeleton. Then we will go ahead and summon out Galatea. Let's see if this is where he decides to use the Veiler. Right, we'll go ahead and try and activate. We will throw Nightmare back in. And we'll set Babel. Then we will go ahead and activate the effect of Sabers. We will then go into Longirsu. Reading the card. We'll flip over Babel now. Then we'll activate Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Then we will simply go into Dingirsu. We'll summon in attack mode. Blue Eyes can get out a lot of 25s. Is this it? Is this the Veiler? Nope. Patch the Symbol Skeleton. And then we'll just pass. It has to be Veiler, right? Anything else you would have used it. He's just going to drop it on his turn? I assume you can Veiler. I haven't played with Veiler a whole ton. Part of me is like, it has to be Veiler, right? What other good hand trap are you playing? If he had Crow, he would have used it at some point when I was going through my graveyard effects. Blue Eyes Dimension. So send a Blue Eyes from hand. Grab a Blue Eyes from deck. Sends the Spirit of White. Grabs out the Monster Reborn. Summons out the Sage. Sure, we'll activate the effect of Orcus Nightmare here. We'll give him a boost. Send this to grave. Grab the White Stone of Ancients. What a first turn. Yeah, this is kind of like just kind of our jam. I could just send this to grave. And just try and cut them off. The problem is it's hard to know where is the best place to cut them off. We'll try and do this now. We will just activate Longyearsu. Throw both back in. We're going to try and send him his guy to graveyard. Now, this might not be the best choke point, but I don't know enough about the Blue Eyes deck to know where the best choke is going to be. Alright, so now we'll activate Harp Horror. And then from deck, we summon out our Orcus Nightmare. Yeah, Loz, I assume this is pretty far from what you remember playing. And playing the old... Actually, mind you, you've been playing Legacy of the Duelist, right? Which means you've probably at least experienced Link monsters. So I assume you must have seen turns that at least looked similar to this. Honestly, it's kind of mesmerizing just watching all these moves that Link... Yeah, it's one of those weird ones where... This is like Master Duel Light, in that on Master Duel, your combos, like, they keep going and going and going and going if you're playing the right kind of deck. So this is like the light version of that. So it's kind of nice, but Master Duel for me was too much. I played Master Duel for like a solid week or two. And did we just let that die? I don't need to. And it like fried my brain trying to like keep up with all the different effects and different things that link together. It gets rid of that, summons out a regular Blue Eyes. So we are going to lose our guy, but that's also fine because we can just bring it back. Vaguely, I didn't really understand it. This is when it becomes more complex for me, gives the old summon a monster set a trap. Yeah, it's a weird one. I really like both, right? I like the whole combo, summon out loads of guys, do lots of crazy stuff. Thank you for the follow, the Elder God. But I also really, really like the old school, you know, summon out guys, set one trap card past turn. Like, it's a shame that both don't exist kind of together anymore. How do we want to navigate this? What do we have in graveyard? So we should have Matey Boy, right? We do have him, so we need to summon, activate the effective dog. You play Duel Links. Exactly. Oh, Vela, no! Oh, wait, that's fine. That is more than fine. You can negate him all you want. I just need to get my sheep. So now we need to make room for the sheep. Which means we have to get rid of this, which is kind of annoying. So we go 1, we go 2, we go 3. Summon out the decode. Oh no, running out of time. Summon out the sheep. Activate the sheep. Put this back in hand. Bring back the chain. Special summon. 1, 2. Yeah. Give me Frightful Fusion. Activate Frightful Fusion. Summon out Tiger. Go 1. We go 2, 3. In attack mode. Yes. No. Oh, God, I have to scroll. I'm not going to be able to do this in time. Yeah, we're out of time. Damn! Oh, we had game. Ah! Damn timer. That's our first loss to the timer today, which is... We're doing pretty good. We would have won that if we had more time. We had the ability to destroy all 3 of his blue eyes. He didn't have any chains there, so we knew we could have just got that through. Ah, damn you, timer. We ran out of time, Loz. Unfortunately, we only get 3 minutes, I think, to take our whole turn. And we used more than 3 minutes. Hey, Shui. Thanks for the raid. Hello, raiders. I am Tomato Sauce. We basically usually play rush duels here, but today we are grinding out speed and having a great time doing so. We're playing Fluffal Orchest, and we did just lose a game to time, so that tells you kind of how it's going. Although this hand is looking pretty fly. That was a bit of a weird draw, but we will go ahead and use the bear here. Discard bear, search out toy vendor. We'll activate the effect of toy vendor. Then here, I think we are just going to straight shotgun. We are just going to go straight for the wings. Oh, and that is a lovely hit off the top. We didn't need it, but we will take it. There is the dog. Dog effect is going to grab us the Edge Imp Sabers, I think. We'll then immediately go ahead and activate our skill, which is quite simply going to send Edge Imp Sabers to graveyard along with the chain from our deck. Then we can go ahead and use the effect of our wings, banishing itself along with our Fluffal Bear to draw a card. And if we choose to draw another card, we can send Toy Vendor to grave. Toy Vendor's grave effect lets us grab yet another card from our deck. It really doesn't matter what it is because we've already drawn the card we were looking for, which is the Mighty Fluffal Sheep. So we'll special summon that as long as we have another Fluffal monster. We can then activate its effect to put another Fluffal back into our hand and then summon an Edge Imp monster from our graveyard. So we will be summoning out the chain. And the main reason we've decided to do that is so that we can use its effect when it's sent to the graveyard. The question is, how do we want to proceed? I guess our normal summon almost certainly just has to be dog. So we will go ahead and do that. And then I think the play is going to just be link these two off into the Mighty Phoenix. We'll activate the effect of Phoenix, and we will simply send Bear to grave to try and pop one of these back rows. Let's see what we hit. Okay, that was pretty much a nothing, which is fine. We are A-okay with that. We'll then go ahead and activate Vendor. We'll activate its effect and send Dog. We just want to get as many Fluffals in our graveyard as possible. Unfortunately, we did not find any of the actual cards we were hoping to find, but that is also A-okay. So we'll go ahead, activate the effect of Fusion, try and summon out our Tiger, which we will make using just 2 cards. We don't need any more than that. Summon out in attack mode. Tiger effect can destroy monsters on our opponent's field equal to the number of fusion materials used to make it, which at the moment is 2. And when you look at that, our opponent just so happens to have 2 cards on their field. So go ahead and pop both of those. Oh, has he got something to resolve? He does. The Warrock Fortier. That will let him special summon a Warrock monster from his deck. So that's a little bit annoying. That means we probably won't be able to kill him this turn. The timer is a whole game timer, not a turn timer, crikey. Well, it is a turn timer, but the way it ends up kind of working feels more like... what do we want to do here? We have to kill this thing by battle, right? When this card attack is declared involving this card and opponent's monster, you can negate the opponent's monster's effects this turn, as well as the activated effect. Destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So if I can get rid of it without destroying it, I can get rid of it. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good way to do so. Ah, this is actually really tricky. I don't have any of my Orcus cards, which means I can't send it, which is what I want to do. Which means I have to, because decode won't work, so I have to just brute enforcer. Which is super grim. This is really not something we want to be doing. And it's probably not going to work anyway, but we kind of have to try and just swap it out for a lower attack monster. But the fact they didn't set that card in hand, I mean, that's probably another monster in hand, so we're just going to negate it anyway. Oh, okay, wait, what? What? Cannot be destroyed. Oh, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. I probably should have read that. Okay, in which case, we are just kind of screwed no matter what we do, right? Alright, we passed the turn. There's nothing else I can really do here. We have to find Orcust cards. The issue with that, especially here, is we don't have any more special summons. Which means, what do we need? We need to draw a card, discard it to use Toy Vendor, and then Toy Vendor needs to draw us into... So we need to find an Orcust card, discard it for Toy Vendor, and find a Fluffal, which means I can special summon it and have 2 bodies on the board. That is my only way I can win now. Hey, started playing again and wanted to know if Altergeist are worth the gems and Odeon Trap's still worth playing with it. I don't know about Odeon. I've seen Altergeist is doing reasonably well. I think it's like a tier 3 deck at the moment. If you head over to Duel Links meta, you'll probably have a good idea of what's kind of good and how to play it at the moment. So if I hop over to the tier list, I can see Altergeist is currently a tier 3 deck. And it looks like most people are playing it with the tie that binds. It looks like Personal Spoofing, Life Point Boost Alpha, and the tie that binds are the decks that people are playing with. It looks like Life Point Boost Alpha is the way people are going, which is just gain a crap ton of life points. That does seem to be the name of the game at the moment. There does seem to be a lot of people that are just playing skills to just give a ton of life points. Now, unfortunately, we have died. It's such a shame that his face-down monster was a Warrock. There's very few cards that survive that turn that we had against them. But Warrocks are exactly one of the ones that do, because we specifically pop. Again, if we had had our Orcust cards, we could have sent, which means it wouldn't have triggered the Warrock abilities, but we did not find any of our Orcust cards. Right, we're against Slow Life. Let's see what they've got for us. Right, we're going second. Full speed ahead, clear wing. Now this is a really, really hard matchup for us. So you have made this deck from scratch, or is it a pre-made in the game? Yeah, this is a deck we made from scratch. These are just like some of my favorite, like the Fluffal cards are just one of my favorite archetypes, and Orcust is like probably in my top 3. Now the problem we're going to have in this match is our opponent's deck is very good at setting up 2 really hard to deal with negates, and they specifically negate monster effects, and everything we do is monster effects. Ooh, that is a really bad start for him. We might be in with a chance here then. Right, we'll activate Bear. Grab this. We activate Toy Vendor. Now, this is where stuff gets a bit funky. I think we have to send Nightmare here because anything else doesn't do it. So I'll go ahead and activate. Send Nightmare. Ah, that is the absolute worst thing that could have happened. Okay. Right, we normal Bear. We special Sheep now, because we're going to get locked in a minute. Then we've already normaled. Getting our other guys in grave doesn't matter now. We could still pop the back row. That's probably worth doing. So we'll just go Nightmare Phoenix here. I find the deck building very overwhelming, so I find it fascinating when others do it. I personally love deck building. It's one of my favourite parts of the game. Activate Toy Vendor. We will grab out... And I guess we just grab Wings? Nothing else does anything. I guess we will just grab Wings. We'll go ahead and activate Nightmare. What's worth playing right now? Looking for fun decks. BLS is strong, but not fun. I think BLS is fun for a bit until you get bored of it. I mean, Live Twin is a pretty fun one, but it depends what you're going for, right? Like, fun is subjective. Like, I really like Orcust and Fluffal. So I found myself on this. Like, some people find Arctic really fun. Where do we go from here? It's probably straight U, right? I could go into this, but then it doesn't go anywhere. I could go for a discard. That gets me 2 draws, but then doesn't get me anywhere else. Alright, let's go for this. Go 1, 2. We will immediately go ahead and activate Longyearsu. We'll send that. That was actually really silly, wasn't it? Because now I can't... I can get in... yeah, I think that was just an all-around bad play. Because now I guess this way I still end up with a material underneath Dingirsu. So, like, it's not awful. It's just it could have been so much better. The main issue there was that we milled the Frightfur Fusion, which meant there was no reason to try and go for the skill play, the search sabers, discard it, and chain. BLS will get hit, bad, so not worth invest. That is also a very good shout. Haha, I'm the same, Loz. I just Google top decks and figure out the details later. I mean, that is a very good way to go, what Olive's saying, which is just let someone else do a lot of the heavy lifting, and then you can see what works, see what you like. The only problem is when you're playing a game like this, where you have to invest like gems, currency, or time into it, it's like, you know, do you want to be risking that? Alright, we will easily summon Dog here. We don't even have to think about that. Activate the effect of Dog. Grab Sabers. Once again, there's not really much benefit to using Sabers, but I don't want to get Chain into hand, so I will just send Sabers to grave here. Goodbye, Chain. Go ahead, activate Wings. Banish it along with Bear. Draw. Activate the effect of Toy Vendor. Grab out Dog. We still haven't normal summoned yet. We still have that available to us as well. We can go Galatea. We have no way to deal with the back row outside of send this and then just bring it back. I mean, I guess that's fine. Go ahead and summon Dog. Is there even a reason to go into Galatea? I mean, there kind of is. I think I'd rather just go into Decode. Summon out Decode. Activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Dingirsu. Bring it out in attack mode. Dingirsu effect. Send the back row. And then I guess we'll just go battle. See if we can't clean up. Oh, he's got something. Fun Trickstars Rockets are decent. D-Heroes. Yep, all great decks. I'm using... Okay, so that one ended our turn. That's fine. I'm using Blue Eyes and Mech Knights. It's so fun to summon Xyz, Galaxy Dragons, Draco Synchro, and Fusions all in one duel, but not good enough for Legend rank. I mean, Blue Eyes is probably good enough to get you there. To know Matt has made this deck which does 20 things each turn, like seeing one of those math formulas someone filled a whiteboard with. Incredible, even though I have no clue what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah, I did build this deck, but I did already know a lot about how this deck worked, and that original deck was not something that I built myself, right? Like, the original Fluffal deck I built was someone else's deck, which I borrowed, learned how to use, and now I kind of know a lot how the combos work. Usually you wait for the ban list to happen. This happens after KC Cup, which we already had. Alright, let's concentrate on this a sec. Go ahead and use Return. We'll send this to Grave, draw 2. Might as well activate our Babel here. We don't have any way to get that back at the moment. I guess we can... link into that if we want it. So we can summon. Then we'll go into Galatea by linking you and you. Activate Galatea effect. Put Symbol Skeleton back in the deck. We then activate the effect of Harp Horror. Grab out the Symbol Skeleton. Did this a little bit wonky, but we can still get to the same endpoint. Activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Dingirsu. Send a card. For the battle phase. Swing in. And that's how we do it. Weak to a ban list. They will nerf some skills. Def BLS will get hit. Yeah, 100%. There's no way BLS isn't getting hit. Yeah, it's very true. Having that problem with Magic the Gathering at the moment where you can only kind of have an idea of how a deck plays before you invest money into it. So for ranked tournaments, I say Trick Stars, Rockets, Heroes, Elemental, D Heroes. Is Elemental Heroes doing well? I haven't seen anything about that. That's new to me. D Heroes looks fun, but gives me a chance to get the monster from Card Trader, the only one you can't get. Damn. And you... Damn you and that stream of Magic the Gathering. Me and Xana are now tentatively getting into it. She played 6 hours straight to get My Little Pony card sleeves. Now that is dedication. Will it be possible to get the field spell that he has out again? Another card I missed getting. What are we talking? Are we talking about orchestrated Babel? Are we talking about Babel? Babel. Because that is always available. You can just go get that from the card trader. Yubel Heroes looks decent with that skill. So Yubel Heroes is good if your deck can't out it, but my deck, for example, I can out it, it's just a little bit tricky. So if you go to the card trader, if you come over to this, you have regular inventory. So you can click into it, and then it's just here. And you just buy it from there. Yeah, it's unintuitive, right? Because the regular inventory is like hidden away. So most people just won't find it. But yeah, you can just go and grab it from here. Good old regular inventory. Just tucked away off to the side. I hope they won't nerf the skill is not bad. Again, it's a weird one where the hero deck, or the you know, specifically the Yubel / like Neos Wiseman deck, is very, very simple, right? You look at all the shit I'm doing where I'm like summon, special summon, do this, do that, da 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 da. Like that deck doesn't do any of that. That deck is like summon one guy, sometimes summon a second guy, and then just try and make it as unoutable as possible. It's basically like a Towers deck. Look at that. Bro got 9k gems. Yeah, you always got to be capped out on gems. Can't be cutting down on the homework. Right, we're getting to Blue Eyes Dimension. So this isn't like a top tier deck, right? But it is a very good deck. This is a very good free to play deck, and everyone loves Blue Eyes. So we're seeing this deck everywhere. This is probably the deck I've played against the most. Such a good time for card games at the moment. We figured we would get in on Lorcana as it's just released, but it's Disney, and who doesn't love Disney? So there is an unofficial, so Disney might choose to like DMCA at some point, but there is an unofficial simulator where you can play Lorcana online for free. So if you're interested in that, I would recommend looking into that. Again, it might all disappear, it might all just go away, but if it does stick around, that'll be a good way to get your hands on the card, see if you like the game. Are there any Link Gladiator Beast? There is a Link Gladiator Beast. I don't know if it's in Duel Links. I am almost certain there is one. This is a really good hand. This is actually a really good hand. Right, let's start out with this. We always use Bear here. We then go Return. Send Nightmare. Draw 2. We'll flip over Toy Vendor. Activate Toy Vendor. Discard Wings. That's also pretty good. We are just now lacking one card, which we are about to go and get. We use the effect of Wings, banish it along with Fluffal Bear, draw another card, activate the effect of Toy Vendor Engrave, which now digs us into Egypt's Sabers, whose effect we can't actually resolve right now. The next thing we do is activate Toy Vendor. We'll activate Toy Vendor. Now we have to send Sabers. We need to get that into Graveyard. We then get a free special, which it might as well be Dog. We can use the effect of Dog. Grab Bear. We then special summon Sheep. Activate Sheep. And put Dog back in hand. We don't really need to do this, just kind of gives us an extra card in case we need it. Which again, we probably don't. So now we have a couple of options. I think the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and special summon our bird. And try and force something out. Before we lock ourselves into Darks only. We'll use the effect. We will go ahead and pitch... I think we're going to pitch Bear, actually, just to make sure we have enough Engrave. So we'll target this, pop that. Then we still have it normal summoned as well, which is really funny. So we'll go ahead and use Orcus Nightmare here. We'll give a boost to our bird. And with this, we can send Harp Horror to Grave. We can then activate Harp Horror in Grave. And bring out Symbol Skeleton. Next up, we can just go for this if we want. Or we can go for this. This is probably better. So we'll go 1, we'll go 2. Summon out the Decode Talker. We'll then activate the effect of Sabers. Put that back, summon it out. We'll then normal summon Harp Horror. Activate the effect. Or should we say we're going to link both of these guys off into Galatea. We can then... we don't have another special, so we could probably just drop the Frightful Fusion here. Go into Tiger by going 1, 2, 3. Summon out Tiger. Tiger effect. We pop 1. We pop 2. We pop 3. And then our opponent surrenders. Oh, there we go. Alright, what do we miss here? The lady at Forbidden Planet said it was a blend of Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. She bigged it up. Yes, it is very much like that. Haha, she saw you two coming a mile away. Most likely also bought Final Fantasy X deck. They had an offer for £5 because she saw me eyeing it. Hold on, so you went for Magic the Gathering and actually ended up buying 3 separate card games. Well, I can't lie to you. We also have Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter Pack. So technically, we have Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Locana, and the FF10 deck. Like a Charcule. Yep, I mean, card games are fun. That's the thing, right? Card games are just fun. Like, the Final Fantasy trading card game is a good time. It's not perfect by any stretch, but again, what card game is. But if you really like Final Fantasy, it's definitely worth a go. Lorcana, again, is something I've been following a little bit, and I am curious about it. I do kind of want to get into it, like, try it out a little bit. Magic the Gathering, again, for me, I think I'm past the point of caring about Magic outside of Commander. Because it's too, like, rotating formats and everything is just too much to keep up with. But Commander will always have a place in my heart. Right, we have to go Dog. Help Summoning a Girlfriend is also a giant nerd. Exactly. The best kind of girlfriend, right? I am wondering why people don't play Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon with blue eyes. I couldn't tell you. Right, we'll activate the effect of Toy Vendor here. Discard Raw. Okay. Yeah, we'll just summon out Heart Horror for free. That sounds like a good idea. Where do we go from here, though? We can end on an okay board. Do we just keep Sheep in hand, or do we want to go for, like, an extra summon? If we go Sheep, we can go 1... Go 1, 2, 3, summon that. Bring that back. Yes, we will summon Sheep here. Alright, so now we will summon out Galatea by using 1, 2. Summon out the Galatea. We can then activate the effect of Nightmare. Boost Galatea. We'll send another Harp Horror to grave. We'll then activate the effect of Harp Horror. Summon out Symbol Skeleton. Then we can go into Decode if we want. I think we will. I think I have to send Symbol Skeleton here. This way we get our Decode, which has a negate, and then we can activate our Symbol Skeleton. Ah, we forgot to use Galatea, which is fine because we can use it here. Thank God. Alright, we want to leave that there, so we'll put Harp Horror back in the deck. Then we will set our Babel. Activate that. And then we will summon out our Dingirsu. And then we can attach our Symbol Skeleton back to our Dingirsu. And then pass the turn. Okay, this is a pretty good board. Oh, God, you guys are chatting a lot. Wondering why people... Yeah, I could not tell you. Blue Eyes alternative takes 1 monster, then your Odd Eyes takes out 1, and then you're set. I guess just because consistency. I guess you can't, like, search it. Me and Matt have been to at least 2 Final Fantasy TCG tournaments. We went to a ton of those, but what are you talking about? We had loads in our city, and then we travelled to a different city to play a handful there as well. Can you please explain this commander deck thing to me? I've seen decks like 50 to 100 quid. What the heck is he summoned? This knows okay, that's fine. You can do that. Nerds, I'm not jealous at all. Commander's a 100 card deck. They have to be unique apart from the land. +1. What are you doing now? Using the effect of Hound. Fusion summon Ancient Gear monster from your extra using monster in your hand or field. What are we making with this? One could choose your commander. The FF TCG even still going. Red and Light is no longer produced. Love FF for the cards. Okay, here's Ancient Gear. We're not dead on board, but if it means we also can't summon anything because we will just die. Normal Magic the Gathering is about being consistent as possible. Commander's a lot more wacky. Yeah, wacky. Wacky's what we want, more fun. So which do you prefer, Commander or Normal? Let me see what the version of Magic the Gathering brought. It's the battle phase. No, we are not summoning something that you can pierce over me and kill me. This is only 3,000 damage. And when this thing... yes, we will use the effect. And we will be sending you. What is it? When it's sent or when it's destroyed? If this card is destroyed. Okay. There's no reason to use that. There's no real reason to use this other than I want to. So I'm going to activate Harp Horror here. Summon this out so we don't draw into it. Okay, there's the Harp Horror. Sheep's already engraved. We don't have access to the other one yet. How do we want to proceed? We just go into this, right? Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Summon out Phoenix. Activate the effect of Nightmare Phoenix. I'll send Harp Horror. Pop the back row. Then we simply activate the effective Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Dingirsu. Send one card our opponent controls to the graveyard, which does not destroy. Battle phase. 1 and 2. Which do people prefer, Commander or normal? Don't ever see what version of Magic game I bought. I assume its starter pack is just normal. Typically played 4-man free-for-all. Says a lot of arguing in politics. Oh, I love arguing in politics. 4 people said, excuse me, yes, starter pack would be regular Magic. I've been enjoying Magic Gathering Steam game, but it's beginning to get confusing with extra abilities added to the cards. Yes, that gets a bit weird. Can be tricky. Building a new hero deck with combos people don't normally play. Thoughts for Greater Poly and Trinity Hero. 5,000 attack, no card effects impact it. Difference between attack and defense goes opponent's life points plus 3 attacks. I mean, if you can get a consistent deck that can pull that off, it'll be really, really good. It's just trying to find the list where you can consistently do that, right? Even I struggle with some of the new stuff they've added. What is the most quick way to farm gems for you, Tomato? So if you're looking for just like no event specific, no like ladder grinding, none of that. The fastest way to grind gems is to go and duel against legendary duelists, right? You want to go to the gate, find a legendary duelist, whack them on like duel level 10, whack it on ×3, and then just blast them as much as you can. And it's very time consuming, but leveling up the duelists and getting the gem rewards from leveling is generally the fastest way and the most kind of easiest way to do it. If all of your guys are already leveled up though, all your legendary duelists, obviously that's not an option for you. But that's like the best way to farm gems out of nothing. Yeah, you just level up the characters and get the level up rewards. Like every character up to like 30 or 31, depending on if they're an older or new character, gives just a ton of gems at certain levels. So what people tend to do is they rotate through them. Alright, we have to summon this. Right, he's got something he can use in response to this. We already have that, so we don't need to get him. We can grab that if we want. That does get us 2 discards, and we kind of need 2 discards. So I think we will take Bear here. Yeah, Commander is very, very fun for Magic the Gathering, just because it's not a rotating format. So a problem that a lot of the different formats have, because Magic the Gathering has a bunch of different formats, right? You got Legacy, Modern, Standard, which is like normal, right? The problem with Standard is that it rotates every 2 years, which means every 2 years your cards don't work anymore. So people tend to lean more towards Modern is kind of the new one, which is like any cards with like the new border. Right, we activate this. I think we always discard Harp Horror. We need to get his effects going. Zana has seen the Doctor Who Commander decks Magic the Gathering, which is concerning for her bank account. Yeah, our friend Alex has recently bought all of those. We've already normal summoned. Getting that out doesn't do anything, so I think we are actually just going to get out the bear. I mean, arguably that was the wrong decision, but we have no other way to discard Toy Vendor, and we can just discard this with Toy Vendor to get value off of it. Yeah, our friend Alex bought all of them, as well as he bought, I think there's 4 in total, but he also bought all 4 of the Lord of the Rings Commander decks as well. It kind of sucks we milled that, but it's also not the end of the world. So now we start. So we still don't have access to that. I think we still don't discard, so we're going to activate Harp Horror here. Summon out Nightmare. Lord of the Real ones appealed to me. Yeah, Lord of the Rings ones are pretty cool. There's a lot of controversy around them, but it was like really stupid controversy. So it's like not. I don't even know why I even bothered bringing it up. It's not even worth talking about. I can summon out Galatea. Go from there? Yes. So we will go into Galatea. We'll then go ahead and activate the effect of Orcus Nightmare here. We'll give Galatea an attack boost. We'll send our last Harp Horror to grave. We'll then go ahead and activate Galatea effect. Yes, we'll put Harp Horror back in. Then we'll set a card, which will be Babel. Go ahead and activate Babel. We will then go into our Longirsu. We will then activate Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Then we will simply overlay into Dingirsu. Send one card our opponent controls to the graveyard. There's the Book of Moon. Okay, so that's pretty good. So here, I actually think we'll send the back row and then just send the monster. Then that cuts them off of like everything, right? And we'll just get rid of this. Like, it means our end board looks a little bit wonky, but we didn't do any damage to him. But again, we've taken him down to a single card, right? So he's only got 2. Played .2 Commander deck the other day. Beat my buddy to death with a gigantic Billy Piper, which is something I never thought I'd see in Magic. Magic the Gathering appeals to me as I'm a big D&D nerd, but I think Zana's getting pulled more towards Lorcana. Yeah, Magic the Gathering, because about to end his turn. Okay, we do want to use this now. I think here we do just summon out Orcus Nightmare. Then we draw another Nightmare, okay. I mean, we'll go ahead and activate the Toy Vendor, right? No reason not to. That's pretty good. Right, we'll flip summon. I think here we are just going to go straight into... Give him up as well. Alright, let's instead go for Frightful Fusion. Summon out Tiger by getting rid of 1, 2. No reason to do any more. Summon out the Tiger. We'll then use Tiger Effect to try and pop the back row, which should force it out, no matter what it is. If it's just Destruction, we are fine. Yeah, sure, we'll pop our own Toy Vendor as well. No, we do not want to protect. We then get Toy Vendor effect. We'll just grab whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, the only thing we don't immediately win to is if he's got a Kite-Roid in hand. He actually has a Kite-Roid. Oh no, he's got... Oh, he's got Fox. I didn't even notice that. And then he sends Fox. That's really funny. So he is going to live this turn, but he's going to be on 1 card though. No damage this turn. That is... Oh, that's pretty yikes. However, uni is really giving our time to learn these games. How sorry, Matt, trying to grind and we just go, no, mate. I love talking about card games. You've known me long enough, Will, that you know that I will sit here and talk about any card game for just hours upon hours. Mark is going to use his fox again, I'm guessing. Oh, no, he doesn't have it. Okay, so I'm just going to win here. I quit playing Magic when it first came out. Often wonder if I ever had that Lotus card that's worth a ton. I had so many rares, but weren't worth much at the time. Yeah, any of like the original Alpha cards, like, are just worth so much money now. I mean, that's not strictly speaking true. Some of them aren't, but most of them are now. Sup, dudes? How's it going? Bottler Works. Talk of the Devil. Play D&D. I feel like I could easily picture you, Matt, Josh adventuring together. I mean, yeah, we did the three of us play D&D together at one point. We did Lost Mines of Fandelver. Just the like intro 5th edition one. We had a good time playing it. Movements. You Reddit post all the time. Like, my granddad played Magic and his collection is worth anything. I mean, it's like everyone, I think, went back and looked at their old Pokemon cards, right? And you're like, oh man, is any of these like 1st edition Pokemon cards I had from back in the day, are they worth anything? I mean, I went back and looked at mine, and although I have some cards that would have been worth money, but they're not in a sleeve, they're now Pringles, and the corners are all scuffed. Because when I was first a kid and got into Pokemon, I didn't know what card sleeves were. You know, it was the old wrap a rubber band around your trading cards. Okay, we always bear here. Grab out the vendor. Activate the vendor. Vendor effect, discard wing. Oh, that's... We always summon sheep, right? No. We summon nightmare. We always summon nightmare here. We activate wing. Banish along with bear. Draw another card. Activate the effect of toy vendor. Go and grab dog. We still haven't normal summoned yet, which is very, very important. We'll then go ahead and activate our skill. We'll send chain and we'll send sabers. We normal dog. Dog effect gets us there, because it's the only thing we can take. We'll then go into sheep. Activate sheep effect, put dog back in hand, bring back chain. Again, this just gets us an extra card in hand because we already have a fight for fusion. Now our opponent's waiting. Here we'll go for 1, 2. Go straight into the bird. Bird effect, we discard a card. And we pop the back row. Now where do we want to go? We can go so many different places. We can just go for Ding. We've got... We need to get him in graveyard either way. Let's just go for this. Because we need to get a monster that can go to an arrow that it points to anyway. So if we want to do that, that'll lock us. So I guess we'll do this now, just so we don't get locked. Activate the effect of vendor. We'll just get another Fluffal engrave. Yeah, we'll just grab another body out. That suits us just fine. Comes dog. Now's a good time to drop nightmare. We'll banish it, give an attack boost to decode. Send to the graveyard. It's got to be harp horror. Activate the effect of harp. Banish it, grab symbol skeleton. Then we'll go straight into Galatea. Off of both of these. We will then activate the effect of sabers. Chuck this back. We'll activate the effect of Galatea and throw this back into the deck. This will then get us Babel. We'll then go into... Yes, I would like to use this as 2. Go into Longirsu. And then we can use our symbol skeleton into Galatea. We can then overlay Galatea into Dingirsu. Dingirsu effect sends it and doesn't destroy. And then just in case, we will activate the Frightfur Fusion and play around double Kiteroid. So this guy is set on his own as 10,000 damage. And if for whatever reason we don't kill here... How much damage have we got here? So this is 10,000 plus an extra 4, 7, 8, 8,000. That's what, 18,300 damage? Mate, you can summon that if you want. Okay. There we go. You know, we're just casual 18,000 damage. Alright, let's read the chat again, because I can't read while I'm playing, because I'm really dumb. Josh was there as well. This is one I'm currently DMing. School was more about collecting over playing Pokemon. Every kid had folders. Yeah, our school was exactly the same, and we got them banned because people were stealing. Hello, Mr. Fluffal player. Hello, Sakadetsu. How is it going? Yeah, I always forgot you went to a private school. Disgusting Fluffal player. That's... Sam, I don't want to have to time you out, but if you do keep being really toxic, okay, I can't have that kind of negativity in here, especially towards the Fluffals, which have done nothing wrong. Because of Orcust, then you don't see Orcust Lunalight. Then good, you don't see Orcust Lunalight yet. You know it. Had a ton of Pokemon cards as a kid, but only because I didn't realize that my dad was more into it than I was. I mean, that's always how it goes, right? You'll probably be a Pokemon dad if you ever have kids. Matt is speaking the language of the old gods. I mean, that's just how it goes when you got to concentrate. I see my locals, people play Pokemon tournaments, image battle of father-son against each other. That's what you need. Like, imagine getting to the finals of a tournament and playing against, like, your dad. Is there anything better? Hahaha, he's so toxic, isn't he? Yeah, Sam is just, he's so toxic. We have to keep giving him warnings. The battle of you have bonus money on the cards or not. I mean, yeah. Just finished work, back home, and jump in to see you play. Well, it's great to see you here, Sakadetsu. Hopefully work went alright for you, and now that you're home, you can play some Duel Links of your own. Oh! Whilst you watch us try and clap people with Fluffal. Alright. Yami is a bit of a weird one, because this could just be a nothing deck, or this guy could be playing Live Twin, because I've seen Live Twin players do use Yami as well. Right. We always bear. We 100% always bear. My opponent just played the Golden Apple Continuous Trap. I haven't seen that in yonks. This turn might take a while because our opponent has a response, and thus he's going to have to keep thinking about whether he wants to chain stuff all over the time. What kind of interruption does he have? 3 extra deck, 2 low for Light Twins. That is a fantastic observation. That makes a lot of sense, which means this is probably someone who's brought their auto duel deck just into ranked. So this is probably going to be a bit of a freebie. Right, we'll go ahead and use Fluffal Wings here. Banish the bear. Yes, I would like to draw another card. Yes, I would like to use the Affected Toy Vendor. Here it has to be Sabers. Activate the effect. I feel like if it was Cosmic, you would use it there, right? Unless you're really holding it for Babel. But it shouldn't even know I'm on Orcust at the moment, right? I don't think I've sent any Orcust to grave yet. I know we have. In which case, yeah, you could be holding it for Babel. Okay. We will... We always summon Dog as our normal. Damn your Yami weakening my fairies. Okay. I guess we will special summon out the sheep. See, has he got something? And we'll activate sheep. Put Dog back in hand. And then on resolution, we bring back chain. Look at that, 2000 defense. Random trap monster, also an option. It could literally be anything. Like, anything that has an activation time. Well, let's see what it is. Why don't we force it out? Let's see what he's got. Behold the power of Bird. We'll use Nightmare Phoenix. We will discard Orcust Nightmare. We will target the back row, and let's see what you've got for me. We will also chain block using our Edge Imp chain. Eternal Soul. Okay. So he's going to basically throw one into the graveyard. Throw... Have DI for 2018 with an old store deck. I hope not. 1,000 knives. Okay, we'll add Frightfire Fusion to hand. Then he wipes his own board of nothing. So... I mean, we just try and kill here, right? Go ahead and use Nightmare. Boost the attack. Send Harp. Activate the effect of Harp. Summon out Skeleton. How do we want to go from here? I mean, it's probably just going to be Decode. The only problem with taking Decode here is... No, I think we have to go Longear Suit. I mean, we're probably going to win this turn either way, but... If we do that, that doesn't really get us anywhere unless we link that off. Which I guess is still fine. Alright, we'll bring back Sabers. By getting rid of Bear. We're then going to link into Galatea. Then we will go ahead and use Symbol Skeleton. Bring this back. Activate the effect of Galatea. We'll put this back. So we should win, right? I'm sure we've won. But Kiteroid is always a card I want to play around. So we always do play around Kiteroid. Grab that back. Then we'll drop the Frightfire Fusion. Summon this out. And then, yeah, there should be game through anything, right? Yeah. Because I remember there was one time we were grinding out KC Cup. And we specifically were like, oh, well, if he's got Kiteroid, we need to do this. And then we did it. We got out the Frightfire Wolf. And he had Kiteroid. So in playing around Kiteroid, we did win the game. And ever since then, we never forget. Always play around Kiteroid. Always sit there until you've got 18 attacks. That guy's name was Caius as well. Playing the old DM. We played against... That was, I think, our first DM opponent today. When we were grinding Casey Cup, the most decks we played against were Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, and Toons, ironically. We did play against, obviously, a few more meta things. We played against Live Twin a bunch. We played against Blackluster Soldier a bunch. We never actually played against a Rocket player. We still haven't played against it. Can always deck check. Yeah, maybe we could do after this. Ooh. Okay. Let's start with Orchestrated Return. Alright, we activate Bear. Grab Vendor. Activate Vendor. Normal Dog. Dog effect, grab Wings. Activate Vendor, discard Wings. That's really good. Go Wings now. Banish Bear. Draw another card. Activate the effect of Toy Vendor. We... this is actually a little tricky. Saber is just an extra summon, but so is... I think we do just grab Sabers here. We'll activate our skill. Send Saber and Chain. We'll then activate Toy Vendor again. Activate its effect. Discard the bear. That was the only card we didn't want to hit, but that is fine. It does happen. So we will now go ahead and activate Harp Horror. And we will bring out the Nightmare. This is because we can just use our Nightmare to send Skeleton. Doesn't matter who gains the attack. So now we can just go for a 2. And then climb up. That's always the play, right? Wait, what did I just do? I'm also running out of time very quickly. So we will link these two off. Summon out Galatea. Galatea effect. Pop this back in. We don't have any more because we've recently held to the graveyard. Of course we have. Then we will activate the effect of Edge Imp Sabers. Oh, we could have done this so much better. We could have put that on top first. That would have been so much better. Then here we will simply go for Longirsu. Use Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Go into Dingirsu over Galatea. Use the effect to attach a banished Dark Machine. Activate that bell. Pass turn. This old school opponent of mine got me thinking, is there a card that makes you gain life points instead of losing them for a card like Mirror Wall? I remember seeing one. Yeah, I think the only cards I can think of is things like Bad Reaction to Simochi, right, which turns healing effects into burn. Can't think if there's one which takes away like paying costs or gains life points for paying costs. Got it. So useless. Mirror Wall could be great if it was able... He's ending his turn. Okay. Well, I'll take Orcus Nightmare. You can gain some attack. Send that. And then we'll activate Longirsu. Put both of those back in. And we'll send this monster away. Goodbye. Then we'll go ahead and use Harp Horror. Summon out one of the Orcus Nightmares we just put back in. So now he can use Whitestone of Ancients. And then add a card to his hand. No, special summon. Okay, that's fine. Oh, the music shift. Yeah, we'll just fire off Toy Vendor immediately. Why not? Well, you know, that's kind of funny. Use the effective dog. Grab sheep. Use the effective nightmare. Give an attack boost to Girsu. Then yeah, sure, why not? We'll activate Girsu. Put those back in deck. Just get rid of Blue Eyes again. Send that to grave. I mean, I could just summon this. Yeah. We'll go 1, go 2, we'll go 3. Let me go heart. Summon this out again. Really don't need to spin any more plates, but I can. Just go battle. We should just win here, right? We even have a negate, so... well, there's nothing to think. Now we can remove easy mirror wall. 3 Blue Eyes from NM. Blue Eyes. Bye, Blue Eyes. Exactly. Goodbye, Blue Eyes. Although again, when you're against someone that's not using Blue Eyes Dimension, and they're still using Peak Performance, it's always a bit of a freebie. But you know, sometimes you just gotta appreciate the freebies and just take them, you know? That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, winning will gain a rank, which is something we would ideally quite like. I mean, this is another pretty good hand. I love it if battle traps got retrained so that it punished the person for removing them in some fashion. Like, imagine if Mirror Wall banished or destroyed outside of battle, step permanently reduce the attack of all your opponent's monsters by half or something. That would be really cool. I guess it's a weird one, right? Because Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole is a game about, or at least in the current era, is about making a board and having your opponent break it. And it's weird to like punish your opponent from breaking when you've already got to jump through so many hoops a lot of the time. Again, it depends on the like which version of the game we're playing, right? Obviously in Duel Links it's going to be a little bit different, but like in Master Duel, for example, a lot of the time you got to fight through like Apollosa, you got to chew through like Boral End or Boral Savage Dragon. What do I want in my hand? I'd quite like another discard. But we've already used that, so that doesn't work. So it's got to be Sabers here. We'll activate our skill. Send Sabers. Send Chain. Special summon Sheep. Activate Sheep. Put Dog back. Bring back Chain. Is that all we've got? Is that the whole turn? Because we have no way to get Heart Power out of our hand. That's not a bad end. We just don't know what we're against. So I think we will, just out of a abundance of caution and safety, grab this back. Just 3 defense monsters. I just clapped Blue as a Dragon with Lunar Lights. Finished with 4,600 attack and the ace. Nice. I think Kiba skill Ultimate Dragon is better than the new skill. More ideas like Linkurigo to summon Blue Eyes and Decent Link. Dragon Ravine Field Spell, Galaxy Dragon Xyz, new skill is so limited. It is very limited, but I think that's because of how strong it can be. Because it works as like, not only do you get to like summon your Blue Eyes without tributing, which is just nice to like unbrick yourself, but also it's adds a lot of consistency by sending a card to grave, then sending another one to grave, and getting one to hand. Which is just, that's a lot of moving pieces. New skill, give you win condition. Okay, so we... I mean, Terratop's just a really good 3 spammer, right? He only summoned just a guy. I'm a little bit like... What do I make of this? Right, just make sure we have enough left. I think we always just go dog, because then we can get bear. Bear searches vendor. Vendor discards harp, and then we have harp in rotation rather than just summoning it. Yes, we will do this. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Straight into decode. We'll then activate Toy Vendor. Discard Harp. Draw a card. Summon this. We won't get its effect off because we've already summoned a dog this turn. We could then... We don't need Sabers right now, so we will just use Harp here. We'll grab Nightmare. I mean, I could just go into this, discard. I don't really want to discard. So, I mean, we do just go to Galatea, right? I think Galatea is always the... Oh, that's the wrong button. We go 1, we go 2. We summon... We already... Yeah, we already sent that, so we don't need to use the effect. So we will simply... We'll use Sabers, put that back, summon that, activate the effect of Galatea, put that back, grab out Babel, special out Long, yes please. Get rid of Sabers. Activate Nightmare. Give him the boost. Send Symbol Skeleton. Activate Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Go for Dingirsu. Then we'll send, get rid of that. And then again, just to play around any Kite Roid shenanigans. Straight to battle. Alright. Nice and easy. So, Speedroid, Phantom Knight, the new Lunalight feels strong. The new skill on the 16th will make them hella consistent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because Lunalights have always been a really, really cool one. I always really just enjoy fusion archetypes, as you might notice from the fact I'm playing Fluffals. Don't search them, that's not a surprise. I must check the deck later. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at his build. Let's see what he was cooking. So this was the list. Just the one of Terratop, the one of Takaton board. So this is just a rank 3 turbo deck. That is this deck. So the idea to get into Xyz Dragon is just to get into it via Breaksword effect. And then use your one of launch to go into Requiem. No skill set, by the way. So this is just kind of a mismatch of stuff. On one Ice Dragon's Warning Point, Interesting, interesting. I mean, I guess I respect it, right? The man's only got, like, the one Terratop. There's not really much more you can do beyond that. I mean, it's neat. Or he misplay, or he didn't want to summon. That's weird. Well, can you summon from... It's summon, you add a spirit monster from your deck to your hand. So, and then if you draw a wind monster, you special summon this card from your hand. So yeah, either he had it in hand and didn't summon it, or he didn't take it from deck. Either way, it's a bit weird. But what are you going to do? We're down here in silver. We're down in the depths. They can't expect everyone to be a god level player. God knows I'm not a top tier player. We're just getting through it one step at a time, one duel at a time with the Fluffals. Also, new box give you full Lunar Light deck with less than 150 packs. Yeah, I mean, the new box does look pretty cool. That's the other thing. I think, because we're already getting a mini box in Rush, I think I'm going to have more gems left over, which means I'm going to start building my way towards another speed deck. I'm going to have to work out which one I want to build. I might go for Lunar Lights. I do really like Lunar Lights. This is a very strange hand. I think we do just send Wing here, right? That is the only card we don't want to mill. That's so sad. This might be a roughie now. We've already used Bear Effects. We can't do that again. We will just fire off Edge and Persist here. Man, this is really bad. We use Dog. Grab Bear. Special out Sheep. I mean, we might as well use Sheep Effect. Might as well just try and conserve our cards. I think here we always just go Bird. Use the effect. Discard Nightmare. Turns that on. Get rid of that, which was Super Quantal. Oh, baby. What's this gonna do? When this card... Normal special summoned. If this card's sent to the graveyard, you can target one Super Quantal monster in your graveyard. Accept it, special summon it. Okay, well, it doesn't have any, so... We have no more summons, which means we have to start doing this. So we might as well use this now. Pop that back on top. Summon this out. We need to actually think about this very carefully. Nightmare. Boost that. Use the effect. Send Harp Horror. Harp Horror effect. Summons this out. Oh no! Yeah, that's fine, kind of. Yes, this is fine. This is completely fine. This is the only way this works. It's just me not thinking. We do want to activate your effect. We don't need to do it here, but we will do it here. We'll then special out everyone's favorite. The boy, the man, the myth. Fire Skeleton. Summon out Galatea. Into Dingirsu. And send. We activate. Go to battle. Now, the only reason I don't like this is because if he has any hand traps, we can't beat him through it. So if even like a Severe Karibo stops us from winning there. Just like Blue Eyes White Dragon again with Lunas. Wahaha. Exactly. That's what we want to see. Down with the Blue Eyes players. They're everywhere. Lunas are stronger than Blue Eyes. I don't get the effect of the new Gizmek Kaku card. Can someone break it down? I would also love to know. The first one, yeah, from the new box. Effect does not look strong for an ultra rare card. Is not new, but a reprint. But you basically special summon him. If any player have monster in extra deck, then you can use his ability to EQ monster from extra monster zone to Kaku. Take control of your opponent's monster, your monster, and then attack or what? No, no, he's like Relinquish. He eats it. Okay. Man, the Gizmek cards are so polarizing, I guess. Like, they're either not doing enough to be worth it, or they're completely terrorizing the format, depending on like what the format is. Oh man, it's Oni-chan. Let's see what Oni-chan has for us. Not winning, we'll gain a rank. Let's see if we can't go up again. Okay, we do have an okay hand here. We have like full wings combo at the very least. We're against Dark Lords. Oh baby. God, I haven't played against Dark Lords since they very first came out. I don't even know if I remember what this deck does. I don't feed that to your hand. Okay, that's fine. Any card as well, so spells and traps. We add contract, special summon that monster from your graveyard in defense position. Activates contact. What are we bringing back? So we bring back Superbia. When it's special summoned, special summon another card. Okay, so this might be like a rank 8 shenanigan. Oh, this is a level 10 old Ixchel. Right, Dark Lord. Puts that back. Once we do your graveyard, play target's effect, then shuffle that target into the deck. Okay. So he's add Sanctified Dark Lord. Negate the effect of one effect monster on the field until the end of this turn. Okay, so he's going to have an effect negate. If that's it, if it's just one effect negate, we might just be okay. It all depends. We'll start by trying to activate Fluffal Bear. We'll activate Toy Vendor. We'll send Wings. Sends that to Grave, so that means we now have Harp Horror and Rotation, which is really good for us. Here, we are going to straight activate Edge of Persist, I think. Which might be a little bit risky. Since we don't have a normal summon now. We'll go ahead and use Wings. Banish Bear. Use the effect of Toy Vendor. Guess we grab Sheep. Summon out Dog. Use the effect of Dog. Be really funny if this is where he negates. Grab Bear. Special Sheep. Activate Sheep. Go back in hand. Summon out Chain. Link them both off. Into Bird. Effective bird. Discard skeleton. Go for the back row. Activate the effective chain. Uses Sanctified Dark Lord, so this has to negate chain, right? On the field. Okay, so because it's on the field, then it will be able to get Phoenix. Then we do get to add this. We'll activate the effect of Sabers. Throw this back on top. We can then go into a link 3 if we want to. There's nothing else we want to summon, so we can go ahead and lock ourselves now into Dark. Summon out Nightmare. And then go into Egalatea. Activate the effect of Galatea. Put you back. Set return. Activate return. Discard Nightmare. Then we can quite happily go 1, 2 into everybody's favorite Longirsu. Activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Automaton. I guess here is a good place as any to drop the Fright for Fusion. Get rid of 1, get rid of 2. Summon out the Tiger. Tiger effect. Target 1. Target another card. Target 2. Okay, so he does have destroyed by battle or card effect. Okay, that's fine. So now... Wait, no, we don't want to do that. It's too late now. It doesn't matter, as long as he doesn't have another way to stop us. We do have 2 sends. He's going to special summon another card out. What does this guy do? Right, we will just send that. Not let him get his effect off. Activate Nightmare. Give a boost to Dingirsu. Activate his effect. We'll send both of these back. We'll send that. Can activate this. And then we just go to battle, right? We'll get him for 22. And this is not a bad board we've got here. This is a pretty strong one. Draw Scent Spell Trap. Okay. This has turned into much more of a game than I thought it was going to be. Okay. We will go ahead and fire off Orcus Nightmare here. We'll give a boost to Dingirsu. We'll send Simple Skeleton. Okay, grabs contact. It's a special summon. Okay, we'll go ahead here and use Heart Horror. We'll just summon out a Nightmare here. Alright, what is he doing? Where is he going with this? So this is just another special summon. Okay, we don't do anything here. Summons over there. There's not really a ton we can do right now. Use the effect. That'll let him activate a spell card from grave. Again, there's no real point to do anything right now. So he brings that back. I think here we will use this. Put these both back, and we'll send that back to the grave. It pays 1,000. And use that to negate. It doesn't even destroy. Been ages since I've seen Dark Lords. Good luck in duels and stream. I go to locals. Bye. See you, Sakadetsu. Hope locals goes well. A lot of people are rage quitting versus the activation of Moonlight Sheep activations. I mean, when you know it's over, you know it's over, I guess. What are we? We're tributing out Naston. Each first turn, you pay 1,000 life, take 1 Dark spell track, reveal, apply the effect, and shuffle the card into your deck. Okay. Where are we going with this? You're gonna... That's just your negate again, right? Okay, so just another monster negate. Okay, so we draw. I think we just go 1, 2 into Brute Enforcer. Activate the effect of Brute Enforcer. Just send this. Or try to. So he pays 1,000. And that's fine. A normal summon. Activate the effective dog. And then he gives up. There we go. Ah, that was a toughie, but we did manage to get through it. I don't know what other forms of interaction he could have. It's one of those ones where I feel like if I stop and try and fully grasp everything that's going on, I'm going to lose to time. So I've just got to try and play through as much as we can and just kind of chew through it. Alright. Let's see what we're against this time. Babyface from Peru in the silver ranks. Playmaker and AI. So this might be the legendary hero skill. The one that just gains 2,000 life points. We're going second. Hand is fine. I think his hand looks fine. Let's see what our opponent has for us. If he ever starts his turn, that is. I'm predicting 3 effect with the Gauze cards, maybe. Yeah, that's it. 3 effect. I keep thinking it's called Hero or something. I think there's 2 similar skills that both gain life points. 3 effects is one of the ones that just gains you like 2,000 life points, right? I have a feeling our opponent's strategy might be to bore us into surrendering. And, oh, it's working. Oh, I'm already feeling it. So, how's everyone in chat doing while we're waiting for our opponent to do anything? Because, I mean, our hand is okay. He's on a timer, it's okay. I mean, you're not wrong, Dragson, you're not wrong. He will eventually time out, but it doesn't make me any less bored, right? I mean, this hand's pretty nice, right? We can activate Bear, get Toy Vendor, summon Dog, grab, Wings, discard Wings with Toy Vendor, draw 2, get a Search. The only problem with that, I suppose we also want to use our skill to get Sabers Engrave. The only problem with that, again, is it doesn't get Orcust in rotation. Here we go. I wish the God cards were OP. I miss playing them, and it's so easy to summon them now. Yeah, I mean, the God cards should always have been OP. They should just be, like, immune to everything, right? Right, we'll straight up use Edge and Persist. I think we always want to use Bear here. Why have I done this? I just completely brain farted there. But I guess this is fine. We just don't get to do our full combo. Just wasn't even thinking. Just straight up turned my brain off. But at this point now we grab Sheep. We special summon Sheep. We activate the effect. Put this back in hand. Grab out Chain. Is there any reason to summon either of these? I literally don't need to. I'll just summon Skeleton from hand, right? We'll go 1, 2. Summon out Galatea. Agent Chain effect. Grab back Frightful Fusion. Then we might as well lock ourselves now. Give a boost. Send this to grave. Activate the effect of Galatea. Put Nightmare back in. Grab out Babel. And then link these into Longyesu. Followed by activating Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Go over Galatea into Dingirsu. Dingirsu effect. Goodbye you. We could still just go so much further, but like, why? I mean, again, we'll play around Kiteroid by dropping the Frightful Fusion. Summon out the wolf. Activate the Babel. Go to battle. And we just swing in. We just swing. So many gems, I want to use them. Tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. I'm just farming Lunar Light event. Only got one card and a Prismatic to get from EX Trader. Nice. You're way further ahead than I am on that. Using God cards to farm the event. Always a great way to do it. Because if you have Prismatic God cards, you just get a ton of event points. How much stuff can your gift box hold? So your gift box is unlimited as to how much it can hold. But every month, anything that's been in there for the end of the month gets wiped out, right? So stuff only exists in there for 1 month, then it deletes itself. So you've got to make sure you stay on top of that. Otherwise, you're just deleting resources. Alright, we go again. It's been so much fun playing the Fluffals. It's not fair because it's my favorite deck, right? And, you know, when you get a chance to just jam your favorite deck, it's always going to be a good time. Win and we'll gain a rank. Soul of Light and Darkness. We are against the top tier, tier 1 meta threat in BLS. Can we defeat it? Can we defeat the Blackluster Soldier? What is this? This is not what I was expecting. Take one. Take one. Control destroy it. If you do draw one card, place one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. What does this do? When this card's an equipped card, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell trap effects. You can only use effect following effects once per turn. Destroyed. So it's just, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Activate Bear. Activate Toy Vendor. I think here we are going to just guarantee we have a send. That's so important for this. So instead of getting the wings... Oh, are we just going to win immediately? If it battles, it can destroy... It's not going to battle, mate. I won't worry about that. So we will send Sabers. We will send Chain. We will special summon this out. Activate the effect of Sheep. Put this back in hand. Bring back Chain. We still haven't used this yet. We probably want to use that at some point. I guess we'll do it now. Send Nightmare. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I guess we'll do this, because I want to get him out of my hand anyway. Summon out Bird. Bird effect. I'll take the effect of Chain. Grab this. How goes the duels? The duels are going very well. actually, which is something we didn't think we were going to be saying. Yours been going a lot better than we thought they were going to, at the very least. We'll boost up our Nightmare Phoenix. We'll send Harp Horror to Grave. Activate the effect of Harp Horror. Summon out Nightmare. We will then go into... probably just Galatea here. Summon out the Galatea. Activate Galatea effect. We'll put this back in deck. Grab out a bell. We'll then activate Sabers. Dog back on top of the deck. Summon out the Sabers. Link into Longirsu. Activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. We'll then overlay into Dingirsu, and that'll be the game. Oh, and then after that, we also could have played around Kiteroid, which is our favourite catchphrase, playing around Kiteroid. And we could have summoned out our Wolf. Where my gift box could get full. Seen this BLS deck before. If it battles, it can destroy a monster. He wants his stuff in the grave, then equips and banishes. Yeah, but that turn 1 was not anything special. I want I could make a If I want, I could make Thunder Dragon. Now, what do you mean when you say that, Dragon? Do you mean you have all the cards to make like the Thunder Dragon deck with like Thunder Dragon Duo, Thunder Dragon Fusion, Thunder Dragon Colossus? Because if all that's in Duel Links, then oof. Do we know how many packs the Rush mini box will be? How many gems will I need on average? I think I saw a thing a while ago saying that on average a mini box needs about 12,000 gems to get every card out of. Now, how accurate that is, no idea really, but that's what I've got for you. This is tricky. Right, we're going to fire off our skill. I think I do just want this out. So I'll send this and this. Then I think we just go bear. Grab this. We activate it. We'll then use the effect of Vendor. Send Vendor. We'll then summon out Wings. Activate the effect of Toy Vendor. We'll grab Dog. Summon Dog. Dog effect. Grab Bear. Summon out Sheep. Activate Sheep. Dog back in hand. Bring back Chain. I mean, we have to link it to something. Since we don't have any Orcust, it has to be this. So here comes Decode Talker. The effect of Chain goes off. We get to take Fusion. And then activate the effect of Wings. To banish itself along with Bear. We get to draw 2 cards, and then send that, which gets us another card to hand, which is just going to be another Dog. Then we send Sabers by putting this Bear back on top. It doesn't really matter. We have no Orcust Engraved, so there's no reason to activate that. No reason to activate that. I guess that's it. We have a single negate. That's the best we could do because we didn't see any Orcust cards. Well, we found this Orcust card, but we can't get it out of our hand. Yeah, but aren't rush boxes less packs? I couldn't tell you what, so I haven't done like a comparison of the two. I think the main box is less than speed main box. No, maybe I'm crazy. I mean, you could be right. I just haven't checked. I have monster, but need the fusion and 2 other monsters. Okay, we're against this deck. This deck ain't that bad to deal with. We'll have to see. Fluffal, exactly. Fluffal best deck. We keep saying this. People just, they don't believe me when I say it. Neos Fusion. Okay, so we're going to go straight into, is it Wise Man or Kluger? It's Kluger. This one's Kluger. And then it goes into Wise Man. So this is the one we want to destroy by effect. It's the other one. Ow. Okay, we're not dead. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky though, because we don't actually have the tools we need. We can send that to graveyard with that. So we start with a normal summon. Behold the power of dog. Bork, bork. Grab this. We'll then use sabers. We'll put bear back to the top. We'll link both of them off into chicken. Chicken effect, we discard Nightmare, target one of the back row. Okay, Book of Moon gone. So far, so good. Now we activate Nightmare. We'll give Chicken a boost. Then to the graveyard is going to be Harp Horror. We'll go ahead and activate Harp Horror. Then we have to summon that Symbol Skeleton. What's the back row he's got? It's Super Poly. I do not care about Super Poly. Where are you going with this? So you're sending that to grave, which is completely fine with me. Summon out Escaradio. Which one's this one? This is gains attack. Okay, so that's fine. So that now... Wait, why have you done this? Haven't you just, like, thrown the game? Because now I just do this, right? We'll just activate Fusion. Summon out Tiger. Activate the effect of Tiger. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now what? You just have nothing. What? Why would you fuse away your Kluger? In what world do you fuse away your Kluger? That's the hard thing for me to deal with. The rest of it's fine. Let's have a look. We need Patchwork in the box. They haven't got it since last year. Oh wait, no, barely. They need to release Patchwork already. Oh mate, I would love it so much. We need Patchwork in the box. Other fusions like Cruel Whale. Cruel Whale would be so good. I think the problem with Cruel Whale is they don't want to give us Scythe. I think that's what it is. The Scythe is just, it's so annoying. And it gives us such a strong, like, turn 1 play. Other few, especially Dolphin and Penguin. Penguin would be great, but Penguin opens up so many, like, extra dimensions to the deck, which could get a little bit awkward. These types of players just play the most boring decks. Yeah, he can't even protect with Neos Fusion. They just play a meta deck and that's it. Scythe could be limited to 1. Yes, Scythe could be limited 1. I think that's the only way it does come in. I mean, if you think about it, we still have a soft limit on Toy Vendor at 2, right? Because the only way to get this is level up rewards for Sora, and we currently only have 2 of it. Now, in my mind, that's still very funny that we're keeping Fluffal down by limiting Toy Vendor. With the kind of stuff they are releasing, I think Fluff will be okay. With the power of love, Fluff will always win. Now, that is the correct answer, right? Realistically, Fluffal is the best deck, right? You can't look at Fluffal Dog and tell me this isn't the goodest boy, right? You can't look at Fluffal Sheep and tell me this is not perfection. You can't look at the bear and tell me this is not what you want from a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And really, the effects just work with that, right? The fact that Fluffals do feel like a big brain deck a lot of the time, and that just feels really nice to play. They have like a really nice... Sheep is your favorite. Sheep is great, right? Sheep is just so nice. I love that this card is kind of meta as well. Like, it's actually usable. It's a playable card, unlike something like Leo or Lion. I think it's Leo. It's Frightful Leo. Is it Fluffal Lion? I think it's Fluffal Lion. Or it might be Fluffal Leo. I can't remember. But that one is just... Needs something. Just gaining attack just does not cut it in 2023. The Edge Imps and stuff are still really cool. Like, I really like Edge Imp Chain, Edge Imp Sabers. And Frightful Tiger might just be my favorite card of all time. Like, look at this guy. This is amazing. Now, it'd be better if it wasn't all censored out, but still, just incredible card. And we did make it to gold today, but I think that's going to be the end of the stream. We do typically only go until 3. We do sometimes push it to 4. And on our background thing on Twitch, it does say that we always go till 4, but we typically do play until 3. So I think this is probably a good time to call it. We will be back again on Thursday, where we will be doing some more grinding. And we will be grinding probably speed until the new rush stuff comes out. We might do a little bit of rush here and there, but for the most part, we've been really, really enjoying speed. And until the new rush stuff comes out, we will probably be prioritizing this. So anyone that has been enjoying the content, please feel free to drop a follow and feel free to check out the YouTube channel, which is only rush content. So if you're looking for speed content, unfortunately, you're not going to find it there, or at least not a very huge amount at the very least. But again, today we got a couple of follows. We got a raid from Shui, which was really nice. And we did get a follow from the Elder God. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone else just for hanging out, for chatting, for watching. It's been a great time. And I will see you all next time.
Play. Yo, Tomatosaurus with the raid again. Yo, huge shout out to Tomatosaurus, guys. If you're into rush speed content, make sure you guys go check them out. Probably the best rush duel YouTube out there. And Luminite's going pretty